the rich people giving gifts to the treasury. I normally hear this story brought out, trying to drum up more donations to the church, right? And that people will talk about the rich giving out of their abundance. It's not a big deal if you have a lot of assets and money. It's not a big deal to give. And yet we should all be taking the example of this poor woman, right? And it's always couched in terms of she was trusting God with her last 2 cents that God would somehow provide for her. And look what she does, and Jesus commends her for her great faith, right? That she has, look at what she's done. And when you read this with a monotone voice, right? Truly, I tell you, this poor woman has put in more than all of them, for all of them contributed out of their excess, but out of her poverty, she's put in all she had to live on. And the story just moves on, right? So if you don't know the economic context, you need to know to read this. Truly, I tell you, this poor woman, and yeah, I know he's talking about just poor person. This poor person has put in more than everybody else. Does this sound like familiar? Does this remind you all of anything? Like, I just keep thinking about the taxation system in the United States and how there are some people in middle class who pay more taxes than billionaires do. Like, what the right? And so that's what's going, like, that anger. Like, go watch some Rob Reich or like Sanders on this and get all worked up, right? That's what we're talking about. All of them have contributed out of their abundance, but she was forced to give the last that she had to live on, and how they're going for her house next. That's what we should be hearing. That's right. That's what's going on here. Televangelists, all of those kinds of folks, right, will come in with this, be like the poor woman who trusted God even with her last 2 pennies, and making that sound all nicey nice instead of it being like this pinnacle moment of anger and frustration.